Tenasket. I'm manager of the Tenasket Farmers Market and involved in Go Recycle. My major concern is the radical slashing of federal employees and the rollback of federal rules. Just recently, President Trump announced that, he issued an executive order that he's going to speed up the DAPL pipeline and the Keystone XL pipeline, at the same time that he's going to slash Environmental Protection Agency jobs and slash their budget by $1 billion. At the same time, NPR reported that on January 25th, a pipeline burst in Nebraska and spilled 138,000 gallons of diesel fuel. What I want to ask is, can they guarantee that the Environmental Protection Agency is going to keep us safe, keep our environment safe? According to the Pipeline and Hazardous Materials Safety Administration, that agency has 533 inspectors. And that works out to about one inspector for every 5,000 miles of pipeline. If they're going to slash federal employees, how can they keep our environment and our economy safe? Representative Newhouse recently voted in favor of H.R. 21, the Midnight Rules Act. This act is going to allow the House of Representatives, or the Congress, to repeal about 200 significant rules that have been passed in the last 12 months. 200 significant rules, 1,000 additional rules, instead of analyzing these rules, evaluating these rules, and cutting the ones that they don't like. The Republicans don't like rules, but they should be able to say why this rule should be cut and not just trash the last year of work. The House of Representatives also brought back this Holman rule, which says that the House can reduce a federal employee's salary because they don't like the way he thinks. They can reduce federal employees' salaries to $1 and basically fire them. I want to know if Representative Newhouse voted for that rule, and if he thinks it's fair to silence or fire civil servants who've been working for years who disagree with the current administration. Now, I couldn't get the dollar figure of how much of Okanagan County's economy is due to government jobs, but they talk about faceless bureaucrats. Well, what they call faceless bureaucrats are my friends and my neighbors, people who live here, who've lived here for 25 years, who buy their groceries and their gas here, who pay taxes for our schools and our roads. Do we want to get rid of them? Do we want our neighbors to be unemployed because they're federal employees? So finally, I want to remind Representative Newhouse that 54% of Okanagan County voters voted for Donald Trump. That means 44% of us did not. And Representative Newhouse needs to represent all his constituents, not And actually, Representative Newhouse got 68% of the Okanagan County vote. That's a lot more than Donald Trump. Now, I actually voted for Representative Newhouse because Clint Didier was just a total, I had no choice. But in 2 years, the pendulum swings. And if we have better candidates, the 44% of progressive people in Okanagan County can vote him out of office if he doesn't stop the excesses of the Trump agenda.